In this assignment, it asks 4 questions, starting with the first, what I previously knew. Pretty limited there. It's basically just don't touch them till EMS gets there, and also all bodily fluids are bad. Um, I knew the 911 number, but coming into this, that's pretty much all I knew. The next question, what things have I learned from the course? Um, Starting with the same things I kind of knew before. Why you shouldn't touch them before EMS arrives. If you do and you're not a provider, what's the proper way to do it? And say you have to move someone out of a dangerous spot, C-spine, all that good fun stuff. Also, how to protect yourself from bodily fluids in the event you do have to touch or move somebody. Um, Another thing that I didn't really know beforehand, I probably should have mentioned it, but I do know now, it's kind of a little bit more of the EMS breakdown, like who does what, why they do what, how it works, the differences between like EMR versus paramedic, and like, where different responsibilities fall between BLS and ALS. Next question was, how will I apply them in the future? A lot of things, just becoming an EMS, you gotta learn this stuff like how to take proper precautions. That's everything from making sure you keep yourself safe, not putting yourself in physical danger or legal danger. What's expected of you when you are on a scene and interacting with a patient, and what, not only what you're allowed to perform, but like how you're supposed to perform it. um, Trying to make sure that we ensure the best outcomes for the patients, as well as, bad wording, but taking care of ourselves, both like up here, legally, physically. Like, you don't want to be halfway through carrying a patient down a flight of stairs when you twist your back funny, and now all of a sudden you're stuck there holding a chair with, 2 other EMS trying to figure out how to get you down the stairs without dropping the patient, and also how to get the patient down the stairs. I'm assuming that's a nightmare. Also, what is kind of expected of you as both like a provider as well as a bystander? You may come across situations where you're not the responder, but maybe the responders haven't showed up yet, or no one's aware of the incident, as well as it could be as simple as they got 2 responders and they need 3 responders. Kind of the information I've gotten so far, and I'm assuming that I'll continue to get, put me in a much better position to be able to assist if they require it. And same with the rest of it, making sure I'm doing it both physically safe, legally safe, the whole nine. And then the skills that will make me a better provider. And so far, there's been a bunch of different skills that have honestly been quite super useful. Like in the previous example I gave of like being a bystander and having, possibly having to assist, knowing going into it what's expected of you, and like how to not only perform your job and like how to assist the other EMS responders appropriately, but just knowing what you can do, what you can't do, what you legally can do, what you legally cannot do. Just really just different things that some of them make sense, some of them it's not 100% the first thing you think of. Like, like on a at a scene going into it, I definitely thought like most important thing is the patient. Sure, that makes sense, but like you also got to remember you got your partner, you have bystanders. You're not really going to be able to help the patient too much if you have a bunch of bystanders are now becoming patients, or you or your partner get hurt. And now, like, not only do they have to take care of the patient, but they also have to take care of you now. So with one less provider, so like you took a simple, potentially simple problem, and he magnified it into a much more complex issue. Um, kind of stuff like that, and like also learning who does what in the whole pre-hospital EMS breakdown will definitely helpful in making sure the right people, the right resources, the right equipment shows up to which thing. Um, a lot of times when people call like 911 services, they'll, hey, something bad happened. Well, what happened? Basically, what I said the first time, something bad happened. So people will have to, the dispatch will have to kind of send what they believe might be needed. So by with the skills I've learned so far, can kind of be like, hey, here with this type of patient requesting, ALS, or hey, this patient, ALS not needed, BLS pickup type deal. Um, that's for the most part what I have without going into like very specific, like proper way to load a stretcher type stuff.